What if the real reason your life feels chaotic isn't the world around you, but the mind inside you? Think about it honestly. Most people wake up with good intentions. They promise themselves they will focus more, work harder, stop procrastinating, control their emotions, and finally take life seriously. But as the day unfolds, distractions appear. Emotions take control. Small problems turn into large frustrations. Discipline slowly disappears, and by the end of the day, the same promises are pushed into tomorrow. Days become weeks. Weeks become years. And people start believing something is wrong with their circumstances, their luck, or even their personality. But the Stoic philosophers discovered a powerful truth thousands of years ago: the greatest battle you will ever fight is the battle for control over your own mind. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius understood this better than almost anyone. Imagine ruling an empire stretching across continents, dealing with war, betrayal, political pressure, and constant responsibility. Yet despite all that chaos, he wrote private reflections reminding himself of one simple principle: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This statement captures the heart of Stoic discipline. Most people spend enormous energy trying to control the external world. They want people to behave differently. They want circumstances to become easier. They want life to follow their preferred plan. But reality rarely cooperates. External events remain unpredictable. Other people remain imperfect. Unexpected problems appear without warning. When your happiness depends on controlling those factors, frustration becomes unavoidable. Stoicism offers a different approach. Instead of trying to control everything around you, it teaches you to master the one domain that truly belongs to you, your mind. To understand how powerful this idea is, consider how many problems in life are intensified by uncontrolled thinking. A small mistake at work becomes hours of self-criticism. A negative comment from someone becomes days of emotional frustration. An uncertain future becomes endless anxiety. In each of these situations, the external event may be small, but the internal reaction magnifies it dramatically. Stoic discipline focuses on interrupting that pattern. The first step toward disciplining your mind is awareness of your thoughts. Many people move through life without ever observing the mental dialogue happening inside them. Thoughts appear automatically, and emotions follow immediately. But Stoic practice encourages a simple habit: pause and observe your thinking. When anger appears, notice it instead of instantly reacting. When fear appears, examine the thought creating it. This small act of observation creates distance between you and the emotion. That distance is where self-control begins. Another essential Stoic principle comes from the teachings of Epictetus. He explained that life can be divided into two categories: things within your control and things outside your control. Your opinions, choices, actions, and attitudes belong to you. But other people's opinions, external outcomes, and unpredictable events do not. Most anxiety comes from confusing these two categories. People exhaust themselves worrying about situations they cannot influence. Stoic discipline trains your attention to remain focused only on what you can actually control. When your mind stops fighting the uncontrollable, a surprising amount of mental energy becomes available for meaningful action. Another important element of Stoic discipline is training your reactions to discomfort. Modern culture often encourages people to avoid difficulty whenever possible. Convenience and comfort are constantly advertised as the ultimate goals of life. But Stoic thinkers believed that excessive comfort weakens the mind. Without challenges, resilience never develops. That is why they intentionally practice small forms of discomfort, waking early, exercising discipline, and confronting difficult tasks rather than avoiding them. These practices were not about suffering for its own sake. They were about strengthening mental endurance. Just as physical muscles grow stronger when challenged, the mind becomes stronger when it learns to tolerate difficulty calmly. Stoic discipline also involves controlling emotional impulses before they become actions. Anger, frustration, and fear are natural human emotions. Stoicism does not demand eliminating them completely. Instead, it teaches you to pause before allowing those emotions to dictate behavior. When something upsetting happens, the instinctive reaction might be immediate anger or defensive speech. But disciplined thinking introduces a short delay, a moment to breathe, observe the emotion, and decide whether reacting will improve the situation or worsen it. This pause may last only a few seconds, but it transforms impulsive behavior into intentional action. Another Stoic thinker, Seneca, emphasized the importance of reflecting on your actions regularly. At the end of each day, he encouraged examining how you responded to events. Did you react with patience or impatience? Did you act according to your values or follow temporary emotions? This habit of reflection transforms everyday experiences into lessons for improvement. Instead of repeating the same mistakes unconsciously, you gradually refine your behavior. Over time, these small adjustments accumulate into significant personal growth. Stoic discipline also requires clarity about what truly matters in life. Many people feel mentally scattered because their attention is divided across too many goals, distractions, and obligations. The Stoics believed that a disciplined life begins with identifying core principles: honesty, courage, self-control, and wisdom. When decisions are guided by these principles, life becomes simpler. Instead of constantly debating what to do, you measure actions against your values and choose accordingly. Another powerful Stoic habit is negative visualization. While this concept may sound pessimistic at first, its purpose is actually to strengthen appreciation and resilience. Stoic practitioners occasionally imagine losing things they value: comfort, status, or possessions. This exercise reminds them that many blessings are temporary. By acknowledging that reality, gratitude becomes stronger and fear of loss becomes weaker. When you mentally prepare for change, unexpected difficulties feel less shocking. Stoic discipline also involves speaking less and thinking more. Many conflicts arise because people respond impulsively during emotional moments. By slowing down communication and choosing words carefully, you maintain control over situations that might otherwise escalate. Quiet confidence often carries more influence than loud argument. Another crucial aspect of Stoic thinking is accepting the impermanence of life. The Stoics frequently reminded themselves that time is limited. This awareness was not meant to create fear but to encourage urgency about living meaningfully. When you remember that life is temporary, wasting energy on trivial frustrations becomes less appealing. Instead, attention shifts toward actions that truly matter: building character, strengthening relationships, and contributing positively to the world. As you practice these Stoic principles, something remarkable begins to happen. Situations that once overwhelmed you start feeling manageable. Emotional reactions that once controlled your behavior become easier to regulate. Discipline becomes less about forcing yourself and more about aligning with a mindset that values clarity and purpose. Your mind becomes calmer because it is no longer fighting battles that cannot be won. Instead, it focuses on actions that actually produce results. Over time, this mental discipline creates a powerful form of confidence. Not the fragile confidence based on constant success, but the durable confidence that comes from knowing you can handle difficulty with composure. Challenges no longer feel like threats to your identity. They become opportunities to apply the strength you have developed. This transformation does not happen overnight. Stoic discipline is built gradually through daily practice. Each time you pause before reacting, you strengthen self-control. Each time you focus on what you can control, you sharpen clarity. Each time you reflect honestly on your actions, you improve your judgment. These small moments of discipline accumulate until your mindset becomes fundamentally different from the average person around you. In a world filled with distraction, emotional reactivity, and constant noise, a disciplined mind becomes a rare and valuable advantage. It allows you to remain calm while others panic, focused while others scatter their attention, and determined while others give up. And that is why Stoic philosophy remains powerful even after thousands of years. It teaches that true strength does not come from controlling the world. It comes from mastering the mind that experiences the world. If you want more powerful lessons on building mental discipline, Stoic wisdom, and unshakable focus, subscribe to the channel and continue learning how to master your mind the Stoic way.